Welcome to the first episode of the new build. This will be the start of my series that will be documenting my travels and training as I prepare and race in my 2026 racing season. I know it's pretty early to be throwing that number around, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's 2026 is now our goal and focus of preparation. I finished up racing at the St. Louis Gateway Cup about a month and a half ago, and since then I tuned it down a little bit in terms of intensity and then started to really focus on, as the name of this episode suggests, Zone 2. And honestly, it's been really eye-opening the level you can achieve at Zone 2. Especially after coming off of a race block as big as I did, as intense as I just did. Zone 2 was both refreshing in terms of just actual physical fatigue, but also in just mental focus and clarity. I had been pushing so much that it really helped for me to slow down, especially during this fall season, and just get a chance to look around, enjoy the sights, enjoy riding. And for me, that was really, really big, and I've been feeling as good as I've ever had on the bike recently. And I think that's the big takeaway from Zone 2. I've been doing this easier, long endurance style of riding, and as you can see here from my Strava page, I've spent almost 100 hours over the past 3 months, and almost 35 hours over the last month. And a lot of it Zone 2, a lot of it Zone 3. It can vary a little bit between those two. But that has really been the big thing for me. I've never really had the opportunity, as I said before, to ride at this time of year here in Moscow, Idaho. And honestly, I am disappointed that I missed this much, because it has been beautiful. Of course, we've had rainy patches, and sometimes I've had to get inside on the trainer and just do weightlifting and some easy spinning. But really, the weather's been pretty phenomenal so far, and I'm pretty sure I'm jinxing it a bit by saying it right now, but it has been pretty phenomenal. I've gotten to ride some pretty fun rides. I can show you an example here of the kind of stuff that my coach will put on Training Peaks. As you can see here, free endurance ride, free riding, and I can open up the throttle a bit. And I always smile a little bit when I see that, because the last few times I've gone out, I've been really enjoying to push it a bit. My coach will just tell me 3 to 4 hours. Keep it pretty low key, but you can still push it in places. And on Saturdays, I've often gone just the straight free ride kind of mentality. So I've often been hitting a group ride up in Spokane that they've had the graciousness to put up with me whenever I hop up in their local rides. And we've gotten some really fun miles together up there. As you can see, I missed 1 week because there was a gravel race up there that I wasn't going to go do. But this was the ride I did instead. This was just kind of the peak, I think, of my last month, where I just felt super strong and was just loving riding on the bike. Did a bunch of climbing, got a bunch of PRs, and just felt all around amazing. And I think that's really, really going to help me going into these darker months as light starts to fade, weather starts to get worse. I'll have that in the back of my head, like I came off that huge race block and I still was hitting PRs, and I was still just loving riding and putting up good speeds. And as I head into this darker season, that's going to be the motivation for knowing, okay, I have my, the pre-test before I get to actually my entry exam, you could say. Entry into the winter months, I kind of know what kind of level I'm at. And now I get 2 to 3 months to study before I have to go out and race in February. I guess that's closer to 4 months, but I keep telling myself it's closer than that, because honestly, I'm already looking forward to getting back into racing. That is the update right now, is that I've been focusing on Zone 2. I've gotten to explore a ton of new roads, and I would definitely, this has probably been one of my favorite parts of the year so far. It's just this kind of free riding emphasis where I just get to enjoy the sights and learn to enjoy riding the bike and just pushing once again. And I'm not saying that in a way as to suggest that, oh, I was losing interest in the bike or anything. But no, I was loving every second I was racing, except for when I was hurting really bad. Then sometimes I start to question it a little bit. But I genuinely enjoyed all the experiences I had this year, and I'll do an episode on that, kind of recapping and giving my thoughts on that. But this was just an episode to kind of give an update and hopefully see what the interest levels are in, and follow me as I try to make a really strong showing this next season. So thank you. I'll close out with the last few of the shots that I got, and thank you for listening. Subscribe to AeroBear.